Oh, the holos on these are sick. There's like a texture to it. The text stands out. It's like embossed or something. This is phenomenal. I tried going shopping for Pokemon cards again. I don't know why I do this to myself. You see, back when I was hardcore into collecting and making videos for this channel, and back when my main YouTube channel was focused on Pokemon TCG openings, I could walk into my local Walmart or Meijer or whatever and impulse spend a couple $100, which wasn't the best idea at the time, but I could do it and come out with a giant, like, trunk load full of boxes, you know, like collection boxes and tins and blister packs and Pokeballs and all sorts of things from a variety of sets, from Black and White, which came out years and years earlier, to the newer stuff, X and Y. It was everywhere. The shelves were loaded. Pokemon wasn't at one of its high points. It wasn't at its lowest point, but it wasn't at a high point. I really miss those days because while yes, I can still order product online, although getting the newer stuff does involve quite a bit of competition, you know, battling against bots, trying to get the Pokemon Center exclusives, it's been a nightmare so far. I miss the experience of being like, I want to open up something today. Let me walk into the store and just see what looks cool or what I haven't opened. And I can't do that anymore. And my local card shop is even like closed up for public access, so I have to know what I want in the first place. That isn't fun. I decided to go shopping again, popped around. Most of my local stores didn't have anything. I finally landed on a local store, which I was picking up some lovely steak that we made. That was awesome. And wanted to get something. It's been a stressful week/weekend. I wanted to pick up something for myself. But looking around at the shelves, the trading card section, as usual, is just empty of all kinds, not even just Pokemon. They had a couple little Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel decks that have probably been there for 5 years. They had some Magic stuff. They didn't even have Digimon. That doesn't mean I didn't walk away with some product. Let's take a look. I'm Addy. Welcome to Holo Quest. This is a YouTube channel dedicated to all sorts of trading card openings, Pokemon TCG, nostalgia, all sorts of stuff. And today we're opening up a couple weird things. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, be sure to hit the subscribe and notification buttons so you don't miss out. So what did I get to pick up? Well, first and foremost, they have new Halo figures. My first Halo Infinite specific figure, other than a statue I have back there from my Best Buy pre-order that was supposed to be here November of 2020. I at least got the statue from it, but this is the first official figure. Honestly, this looks like a low quality figure. We're gonna open this up in a minute and take a look. But like, it doesn't seem like it moves very much. It's not super great. The helmet aspect isn't correct. Like, you can tell between his helmet and the one on the thing, like that visor is much thinner. That's more like the Halo 2 helmet. A little weird, but it supposedly comes with an in-game add-on. I picked up the only Dragon Ball card set thing that they had on the shelves, which was this Darkness Reborn card game, which of course has this weird Xenoverse iteration of Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, which I thought was pretty interesting. I have a couple super old school Dragon Ball cards from back in the day, but I never really got into collecting them, and I don't want to get hardcore into it, but I could see myself, depending on, obviously this is like a deck, so it's not gonna, reboot starter deck. It's not gonna have a whole lot of amazing pulls or anything other than this one, but if I like the way it looks, maybe it's something I collect passively from time to time as I see it in stores, if I see it in stores. We also went into some Yu-Gi-Oh! And I got an Egyptian dog? An Egyptian dog deck. Egyptian god deck for Slifer the Sky Dragon. So, as you may or may not know on this channel, I am a huge fan of the classic, like, Season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! But beyond that, with the tuners and the synchros and the whatevers, I never really kept up and have very little interest in doing so. But I am a sucker for the Egyptian gods. They were always the, like, super must-obtain cards back in the day, even if they're easy to get copies of these days. So I just wanted to take a look at this. I'll probably donate most of the cards, but we'll take a look regardless. And then I picked up some sleeves because I can always use more sleeves, even though I have gotten some recently. And they just had these kind of in a box, and they had a few different ones. So the first ones I found were these red ones. Kind of neat. I don't actually have very many of these, but they didn't even have the barcode. It's like ripped off. So theoretically, someone could have stolen a couple, but I doubt it. And then, of course, they had these black ones, or kind of dark gray ones as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get these, and these should be the bigger sizes that will fit Pokemon cards as well. And then since I do have a small, modest Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection that I may maintain and try not to keep too many of, I don't have enough sleeves for all of those cards, and I don't have Yu-Gi-Oh! Specific size sleeves, even though I have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Specific size binders. And so they had this awesome one which had the Egyptian gods on it, so I had to. Unfortunately, this was like twice as much as the standard Ultra Pro ones. Well, that was weird, but went ahead and picked those up. So for my troubles, I also made away with the Dragon Ball Super card game stand. I love getting little displays like this. I have one for Pokemon cards as well that's not like a booster box. It's just like a generic stand, but like, it's pretty sick. I wanted to get the Digimon one as well. Obviously, it's not going to hold a ton, and the sizes that it's designed to hold is a little like awkward and specific. But it holds some stuff and display it on a shelf once I get some of my storage shelves cleaned up to display stuff. So it's pretty sick. I wanted to get the Digimon one as well. We got Ultra Instinct Goku, and then Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Beyond Vegeta over here. I wanted to get the Digimon one as well, but I didn't want to push my luck. These are always empty. I've gone in there for months now, and they are always empty, but one at a time we can make out with. And then I did get one final thing for myself. There will be Pokemon cards, don't worry. But I did get, they had a lava lamp on clearance. I had a lava lamp as a kid. Lava lamps are obviously kind of like a staple of the 90s bedroom aesthetic, which is what I'm going for here. And I haven't really had one in a while. And this one was on clearance, and it has my colors. It's got the pinks and the blues and the purples. I had to. Hopefully it looks pretty decent kind of in the background of videos. We will get that set up at some point. Hey, it actually looks pretty good. Look at that. Thumbs up. Worth 18 bucks. But since I can't make a video on this channel without at least opening some Pokemon cards, we did get the Dusk Ball Pokeball in for Amazon. I finally found one in stock on Amazon. I do like having each of the iterations of these. I don't even know what generation this is from, so we will, it's kind of beat up, but we will open it up and see what's inside for this as well. All right, so first and foremost, let's check out the Master Chief figure here, which again, I feel like is not super high quality. Obviously, it has the 117 badge on his chest, although it is a thinner font than is on the picture. The visor is, again, it looks more out of Halo 2. It's a super thin visor compared to here. It looks, actually, it almost looks like a Reach helmet. I don't know. I feel like they repurposed a different figure here and just kind of replaced some of the paint job and stuff. This feels kind of disappointing, if I'm honest. This is not a great figure, but it supposedly comes with an in-game item, so I will pick that out and try to redeem it myself as well. And of course we need a knife, and I did not bring a knife. I never bring a knife. I don't know if you can see behind me, I have like a whole shelf dedicated to Halo helmets and Halo figures and statues and stuff. So this will fit right in. And I actually have more that were put in a storage thing at some point that I may dig out and try to add to the collection. It's hard to like balance because I still pick up new stuff like this from time to time. I don't buy a ton of toys these days just because I have had so many, and my priorities are different. I don't really need a bunch of toys anymore, and I obviously have, all right, I'm not keeping the packaging anyway. Let's just destroy it. I'm obviously not like in need of any to display anytime soon. So there's not really ever a point in me picking up more, but from time to time I will pick up one, and I don't want to like keep everything I possibly have out and about and prevent me from having room if I see something really cool that I want to add to my shelves. So plastic does not have recycling indicators. That's disappointing. So no, that's rubbery. That's different. Not complaining, honestly, but usually they're hard plastic. So here is the figure itself. We have these even joints. Okay, it does have joints. I don't know, man. It just feels kind of cheap. Especially with the proportions being wrong. It just feels a little weird. Got the blast on his chest from the original, like, trailer, I guess. So you can put the assault rifle on his back, as with most of the Halo toys, which is fine. You can just have him like standing there and being like, yeah, I'm the Master Chief. Or you can, of course, sort of have him hold the gun. He does not have the open hand to actually hold the other end, unfortunately, so you can at least have him be like this, and you get the joint to open back up. That is rough to work with. You can at least have him like ready to one-arm fight. Not my favorite Halo figure, but it's my first like action figure style Infinite one, so it'll go on the shelf regardless. You do get a stand for it, which is always lovely to see. I get so tired. Like even some of the Funko Pops we have, like they do not stand on their own, and they did not come with stands. So that's frustrating. Then we have this little bitty Halo Infinite Xbox Live code here, and it does have a code, which hopefully my editor blurred out. Otherwise, I've already redeemed it anyway, for a game add-on. So I guess I will show on screen what the add-on is, since the game isn't out yet. Obviously, the big merchandising launch kind of launched before the game released, since all the marketing was planned for November of last year. So hopefully that's still usable. And we'll get our figure here on the stand. I feel like the feet are wrong too. I know I'm being super critical here, but usually the toys are a little bit better there. So we will just have him ready to rock on the stand. Not too bad. Feet don't really want to stick on it, but it'll hold him up on a shelf where he rarely gets bumped into at least. All right, let's open some cards. Let's start with the Yu-Gi-Oh one. Obviously, the main thing that we're getting from this is the 𝗙𝗲𝗿𝗲 the Sky Dragon card, but it is a deck that's meant to... Ah, we tore the art. Fail. Obviously, it's a theme deck that's meant to be, like, battled with and stuff, so it'll have other cards. 𝗙𝗲𝗿𝗲 right up top. And that is just the standard, like, old school ultra rare with the gold text and the holo. This has its own little set indicator, but it does call it a first edition, which is amusing. What's interesting is the copyright has changed from the cards that I have previously. It says copyright 2020 Studio Dice / Shueisha TV Tokyo Konami instead of Kazuki Takahashi, which is what the cards historically always said. I didn't know the rights have shifted or whatever. That's fascinating. Do you get a playmat? You do. No. This is a poster, I think. You open this up. Yeah, I thought it was a playmat. Instead, you just get a, like, half poster here that says you got the theme deck. Oh, it is a playmat. It's like you're half of the playmat. That's lame. Back in my day, they used to come with the full playmat. 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗲. Haven't heard that card name in a long time. Ooh. It's probably forever gone. That 2020 10 of Lost Memories looks sick. I want to open that up. Maximum gold. I think we've got some of that to open at some point as well. All right. Let's just take a quick cursory glance, also not recyclable, through the cards that we got here in our lovely deck. Hopefully more than one are holo, but that is usually not the case with these decks. Usually with these decks, at least in Pokemon, you just get the one. So we get little cards to learn the game, Legacy of the Duelist, Duel Links, so lots of stuff for their online game, and then you get the card itself. So we're going to go ahead and use our fancy new Egyptian God sleeves. Ooh, these sleeves. Like, they're kind of glossy, so they might not be great for play, but for collecting, these are nice. So we got the Oh, there are more holos! I know that seems super shallow, like, from the play perspective, but... Alright, so the deck is based around seeking out your Egyptian God cards from the deck. So this is Soul Crossing, which again is in the classic ultra rare format. During main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one divine beast monster, that being the Egyptian gods. When you do, you contribute a monster your opponent controls, a monster or monsters, even though you do not control them. But if you tribute summon this way, apply this effect until the end of the next turn after this card resolves. You can only activate one effect per turn. So there's like a cost to it, but you can do it. Ooh, and that one looks amazing. I wonder if this has the original, like they kept revising the Egyptian God cards because originally they weren't legal for play at all. Like they just said that, and then they kind of started revising them to make them more playable, and then they released like whole new versions that were named different. It was weird. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon. Normal summon cannot be negated when normal summon cards and effects cannot be activated once during turn. If this card was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. Ugh. Gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. Yeah, I feel like that's slightly different than it used to be back in the day, but that's fine. Then we got the Thunder Force attack, which again is to seek these cards out. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. If you control a monster whose name is 𝗙𝗲𝗿𝗲 the Sky Dragon, destroy as many face-up monsters as your opponent controls as possible. Then, if you activated this card during main phase, you have another effect. Yeah. So this is kind of, I guess, changing the mechanics to make up for the original ridiculous overpoweredness of the cards from the original anime by adding those effects back as, like, spell cards or magic cards. And this is another Seeker card, but that's an actual monster. Interesting. Oh, we're not done with the holos. These are very nice looking cards. Ultimate Divine Beast. When an opponent monster declares an attack, you can target one divine beast in your graveyard, special summon it. Jesus. It just keeps going. This deck seems really powerful for that purpose, but again, I am like back in the early 2000s / the 90s when I was playing, probably super powerful. These days, I'm sure there's all sorts of weird stuff. We got 𝗙𝗵𝗍, the little angel, a little bit angel. We got Reactor Slime, and yes, I am sleeving the holos because I care. Ooh, we got a Holo Harpy's Feather Duster. This card was a must back in the day. It was like a staple of like all of our decks. Seeing it in holo form is kind of sick. And then that's it for the holos. We got some more familiar cards here. Breaker, Beast King, and then a lot of not so. Breaker, the Dark Magical Warrior, Scapegoat. And then a lot of not so familiar cards. That's okay. That's okay. Swords of Revealing Light, Monster Reborn. That's banned. Book of Moon, Enemy Controller, Pot of Avarice. Hello. Good ones. Card Advance. Mirror Force, Reckless Greed, Metal Reflection, and back to the front. Nice. Like I said, I will probably just donate the bulk of this. I just wanted the experience of opening it, especially since I can't get Pokemon cards at the store. Pretty neat. All right, let's go through the Dragon Ball deck real quick. Oh, and we still got the Pokeball to open up. So let's go ahead and get this open really fast, and we'll get to the Pokeball. Again, this is the Darkness Reborn deck, which sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh kind of thing. Ooh, you do get a playmat with this. Very nice, with actual descriptions of what everything does. If you want to play this game, I don't know how popular playing this particular game is. And I know there's a bunch of different games, and there's like the Xenoverse game that's based on the cards. Adds a bunch of rules and how to use the cards. I appreciate that they include all this. The Yu-Gi-Oh deck did not. We got the card pack itself, which the holo art on the Dragon Ball cards, especially since they've always been kind of a niche thing, has always been really cool. I don't know if people get these graded or anything. Like, do I go get my Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh cards graded? Is that a thing we do? Oh, and there's a bunch of holos as well. So we got Super Saiyan 3 Bard. Oh, the holos on these are sick. There's like a texture to it. The text stands out. It's like embossed or something. This is phenomenal. All right, Bardock, go off. Goku Dad. Does this fit in the Yu-Gi-Oh card? It does not. All right, we need the Pokemon sleeves for it. Good thing we just got some. We can just open up these red boys here. Ooh, these are that got the matte back that are a lot better for playing. I don't like the Ultra Pro like official badge on these because it always detracts from the card art. All right, so the Bardock card is phenomenal. I love the like embossed texture to it. Ooh, and these like fit perfectly in these bigger sleeves. We got Dark Masked King, Spirit Resonance. We got 2 of those. Not a character I'm familiar with from the Dragon Ball lore, if I'm honest. That's okay. Ooh, we got Dark Broly. Ooh, hold on. Let's get this sleeved. Again, I'm collecting these just for fun. And they do still have very resemblant of the classic card backs here, which is pretty cool. So we got Dark Broly, Spirit Boost Berserker. Interesting cards. We got Masked Saiyan, which is just Bardock basically, but in a mask. We got Black Masked Saiyan, which is Vegeta, but in a mask. Dimension Support Trunks, love it. Temporal Support or Temporal Rescue Trunks, love it. Power Burst, look at these. Master Roshi, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Son Goku. So this is the Xenoverse Goku with the Power Pole. We got Super Kamehameha. We got the Xenoverse Goku, Toa, Xenoverse Goku, Xenoverse Goku. We got classic like Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, non-Super Saiyan Vegeta, Kid Trunks, Remote Serious Bomb with that dude, Super Saiyan 3 Tag Team Trunks, hell yeah. Impregnable Force Anilaza. Looks like another Frieza kind of dude. Normal Bardock, Super Saiyan Goku, classic, Xenoverse Trunks, and 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗲 Demon Realm something or another. Very interesting cards. They are gorgeous. Like, again, I see myself collecting these passively as not like a serious going for sets or anything like that, but just of a, hey, these art are cool. If I see something I haven't opened before in, you know, the store, I might pick it up because these look pretty sick. Let me know if you have any experience with the Dragon Ball cards in the description below, or the comment section. You don't have the ability to edit my description, I hope. All right, final product of the day. We'll wrap up really quick here. We do have the Duskball Pokeball. Again, these are just goofy little tins that are rarely worth the money, just to be clear. I have a whole guide coming soon on how to start collecting Pokemon cards and what's actually worth it and blah, blah, blah. These are usually pretty expensive given that you don't have any packs in them compared to even normal tins. You're mostly paying for the like novelty of the Pokeball tin itself, which isn't worth much, admittedly, and you can probably buy these empty, like super cheap on eBay or something. They come with like 3 packs and a coin. For our coin, we get Volcanion, I think, but it's got a big old factory line down it, so that sucks. And we get Sun and Moon Burning Shadows, and XY Breakpoint. So this is a super old one. These packs are worn out. So we're going to take a quick look at some older cards here. I kind of dig it. I do have Sun and Moon, and I believe Burning Shadows in binders. So, actually, I believe I have all 3 in these binders, so I will take a look at those. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Sun and Moon era ones. We get Electric Energy, Golbat, Repel. That Repel has a big O mark on the border. Like, looks like pin or something. That's weird. Pinsir. Pinsir's often a rare, so that threw me off. Eevee, Psyduck, Spearow, Dratini, Cutiefly, our reverse. Oh, hello! Reverse rare Alolan Muck. That's a good pull. And our rare, useless pile of sand. But that Alolan Muck is actually, I don't think I've pulled that yet, at least in reverse rare. So I will happily add that in here. All right, we got Burning Shadows. And then we will end on the classic Breakpoint. All right, we got Electric Energy again. Seviper, Lana, Tormenting Spray, Stuffle, Mudbray, Dynamo, Oddish, Duskull. Our reverse is Charmeleon with the like Detective Pikachu art. That was another thing they had on the shelves. So many Detective Pikachus. I don't know why. Gorgeous card, not a rare. Our rare is Bruxish, non-holo rare. All right. Finishing off with the classic pack, the XY Breakpoint. This has been in this tin sitting here for who knows how long. And that is 3 cards to the front, I believe. We got Durant, Electivire, Max Potion, Ducklet, Shinx, Nummel, Blitzel, Staryu. Our reverse is Skorupi, a Pokemon we can never escape from, and our rare, non-holo Lilligant. So we got kind of robbed from these packs. That's all right. We are going to sleeve some of these up with the penny sleeves. So we're going to get these sleeved up. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe, and remember, penny sleeves are hard to open. Remember, be kind, rewind.